To begin this look, we have to make sure that our skin is nice and glowy, so we add our moisturizer and a hydration primer. And then we apply some primer on the eyes. Today I'm using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC, and this will make sure that the colors appear more vibrant and that they blend better. And then set that all in place with the color Bone from the Kat Von D palette. Moving on, I'm using the shade Moss from the palette, and I'm working that from the outer corner to the inner corner of the crease. Make sure to blend it out, and don't be too concerned about it being neat, because with this look it's all about the grunge, so you don't even need to. And then on the lid, we're going to apply the shade Hydroplane from Colourpop, and this is a Super Shock shadow, so you can use your finger to blend it out. Now I noticed that this color was a little too blue for my liking, so I decided to use the shade Cusp, and it made it more of a teal color altogether. The combination was stunning, so I highly recommend it if you have the color at home. Then going back in with Moss, I'm using a small blending brush to work it into the outer corner, and I'm also bringing it in to the lash line just a little bit. Go back in with Bone and work that onto the brow bone. If you get a little messy, it's okay, because you can just go ahead and use some makeup remover and wipe it all away. Then prime the skin with some primer water and the Photo Finish primer from Smashbox. Once you have that in place, then you can go ahead and put on your foundation. So for foundation, we're using the Makeup Forever, I almost said makeup stick, Makeup Forever foundation stick and the Infallible Pro Glow from L'Oreal. The combination of the two made the perfect match for her skin, and it gave us such a nice glowy, dewy finish, which is all that I could think about when I saw Rihanna's video. For concealer, we're using an all-time fave, which is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. We're placing that under the eyes, on the forehead, nose, and chin. Then blending it out with this L'Oreal sponge, which is phenomenal because it's small and it blends out every little corner. If your under eye is still a little dark, go ahead and apply your favorite under eye corrector and just blend it out as well. Luckily, the sponge still had some of the product from before, so it didn't look too dramatic. It made it nice and smooth and perfect. And then set everything in place with the Maybelline foundation powder, or loose powder. It's been so long since I've done a video that I'm forgetting my ways, but don't worry, I'm back. And then go ahead and blend the bronzer on the skin. We're using MAC Give Me Sun, which is an all-time fave. And we're contouring the skin with the Anastasia Contour Kit. I am using a smaller brush because I want the contour to be nice and defined, and in pictures it comes out looking flawless. And you can already see it's not too harsh, but it's definitely noticeable. And on the nose, we're using a little bit of a smaller brush. We don't want it to be too big because then it's not going to look like a contoured nose at all. For blush, we're using the Double Play blush from Colourpop, which is perfect because it wasn't too pink and it wasn't too orangey either. And on the lower lash line, go in with Moss, as well as the shade Ignite, just to bring some dimension. And these colors, or the shimmery colors in the palette, had so much fallout, so just be careful with that. I'm also bringing the shade Watt on the lid because it was a little bit more green and I wanted more dimension. So just go ahead and blend. You know, it's all about the blending and adding and layering and all that good stuff. Of course, go ahead and also blend away any harsh edges as you see fit. And with the fallout, like I said, you can go ahead and use your favorite translucent powder and just place that under the eye to try to get rid of it. And blend away any harsh edges. For eyeliner, we're using the Makeup Geek black eyeliner pencil because I didn't want anything too dramatic. I just wanted a slight definition on the eyes, nothing crazy, because when we put the lashes on, we don't want the band to show, but we also wanted a little something extra. And for highlighter, we're using one of the highlighters from Toofaced. Now, this highlighter in particular is really pretty. It's more of a champagne color, but it was a little too subtle for my liking. So we decided to top it off with the Bronze Glow from Bobbi Brown, and it gave us the perfect glow. And use the glow setter to set everything in place. It's a really good one, as you can tell, and it smells so good. Then I'm going in with a highlighter pencil from the Brow Gal, and I'm blending that out with a concealer brush just to ensure that we have a nice shape for the brows before we fill them in. I didn't want to do anything too dramatic, so then I'm just going to go in with some brow powder and blend that all out. And I thought it came out looking phenomenal, super soft, but not Sharpie brows. I don't think anyone ever wants to have Sharpie brows, especially not when you have such a dramatic eyeshadow going on. Soft is good. And now I'm just using some more of that bone shade to highlight the brow bone. As for the lip color, in the video Rihanna had a nice red lip, so to try to recreate that, we used the shade Mary Jo from the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit. The lip liners were so smooth that I had no difficulty with it, but with red you always want to be just a little bit more careful because it can bleed a little or get too smudgy, so I decided to use a lip brush to apply the lip color just to try to make it as neat as I possibly could. But it wasn't super easy. Once you have all of that, you can go ahead and retouch anything up. So add a little more bronzer just to bring more balance to the skin, blend out the eyeshadow, all that. If you got scared like I did, then I apologize, but I thought that was too funny not to include. Good thing I didn't poke her in the eye. And then to finish the look, just apply your favorite lashes. We're using the Salon Perfect 614, I believe. And there you go. That's your final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll definitely be back with some more. And thank you to Bianca for being my beautiful model. Have a great day, guys. Bye.